Right now, though, we want to switch gears back to Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. We have an important hearing that is going to be happening today in Fairfax County, Virginia. As you know, during the course of this 7-week trial, which we brought to you here on Law and Crime, it ended with the jury finding Amber Heard liable to Johnny Depp on each one of his claims of defamation in a Washington Post op-ed piece. They actually found Johnny Depp liable to Amber Heard on one of her counterclaims. He was awarded $10.35 million. She was awarded $2 million. Now, today, we expect Judge Penney Azcarate to enter the final judgment in this civil case. That is only if we don't see a settlement perhaps entered between the parties. I want to go right now live to Law&Crime's own Anjanette Levy, who is on the ground in Fairfax County, Virginia, outside of the Fairfax County Courthouse, plans to be in that courtroom. The scene looks a lot different than it did several weeks ago, Anjanette, but it is good to see you. What can we expect today?
Good morning, Jesse. You know, I'm actually enjoying the calm. We're here in beautiful Fairfax, Virginia at the courthouse. As you mentioned, a much quieter scene. We haven't really seen any Johnny Depp supporters here. We haven't seen any Amber Heard supporters here either, but they're very active on Twitter as per usual. And you're right, we are going to listen as Judge Penney Azcarate enters that judgment for the jury's verdict. Now, you've probably seen a lot of headlines out there saying that, you know, speculating about whether or not Johnny Depp is going to just walk away from this and not pursue the judgment. And I think we're going to have to wait to see what happens on that. A lot of people, I think, have been somewhat mischaracterizing what Ben Chew said about this. Ben Chew said that he didn't do this for the money. However, Johnny Depp spent a fortune on this trial, a small fortune, and had a lot of lawyers and went through a 6-week trial. And this case has been going on for 3 years. So I think we're going to have to wait to see if there is any discussion about this type of thing today. That's a lot to go through to then just say, you know what, I'm going to give up on the judgment and wash my hands of this. So I'm eager to see what unfolds with that. Also, keep in mind, Johnny Depp, there was one count on which Amber Heard was found liable involving comments made by Adam Waldman about her and her friends spilling some wine at the penthouse on May 21st, 2016, and roughing up the place and placing a second call to 911. A lot of our legal experts have said that they expect that to be vacated on appeal because it was statements made by an attorney on behalf of a client. So there's a $2 million judgment there for Amber Heard against Johnny Depp. And of course, the jury awarded Johnny Depp $15 million, but the punitive damages were capped at $350,000. So it's really $10,350,000, the judgment that Johnny Depp is owed, you know, so to speak. So we are waiting to see what will happen today. Unfortunately, cameras are not allowed in the courtroom for this hearing. So I will be in there taking notes very diligently and letting you know what happens afterwards.
Now, Anjanette, we don't expect her or Depp to make appearances there, right? I mean, that's not what we're expecting.
Well, I don't know about Amber Heard, but I do know that Johnny Depp is on tour right now in Europe with Jeff Beck, and there is a show tonight. And so taking into account the time difference, you know, he's never going to be able to make it back for that if he was here. So he won't be here.
Let me just ask you this real quick before I know we have to sign you up so you can jump back in there. Do you think the attorneys are going to mention anything that's happened in the past few weeks with them making statements to the media or Amber Heard making statements? Maybe there was a rumor that she, again, we talked about it on our Sidebar podcast, that she might be now writing a tell-all book. Do you think that's going to be part of the conversation today in the hearing?
You know, I'll be interested to see if anything comes out up about that. Of course, the Dateline interview aired last Friday night, Jesse. And, you know, it didn't do very well in the ratings. If you look at the ratings, it was, I believe, Dateline's lowest rated show of this season, if not the second lowest rated show of the season. From what I was reading, apparently 2020 beat them with a rerun. And there were a lot of allegations that she made in that interview that could be considered defamatory. I mean, she basically implied that Johnny Depp's former partners didn't come forward with allegations of abuse because of what would happen to them publicly, the ridicule they would receive if they had. So she made some comments in that interview that were, given the jury's verdict, a bit stunning. But this is what her story is. This is what she is saying. So I will be interested to see what comes of today. A lot of people have been speculating about them filing for an injunction. I've heard nothing of that effect.